much.
Yeah, you know, just not smooth at all, man.
No.
Got the looks.
Got the looks.
Just got no game.
Well, he would keep them eyes in the side of his head.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't popping out his head.
I mean,
every time he looks at
and
it.
just look desperate too, because as she's about to drive off, he's looking all through the window.
Yeah, past 4.
Don't forget it.
And that's when it dawns on you.
And she spit out.
Yes, she did.
She just to let you know, just in case you didn't get the hits.
Let me just put the punctuation on it.
I mean, the man ain't helping himself at all. Don't be late now, right?
I'll be there waiting on you. I'll be looking sad if you don't show up.
And don't forget, you ain't late now. And you ain't gonna be late, are you?
Go on over to dtmerch.com. Show some love to us by getting that merch that we have available for you. Check us out. Double Toasted live in Atlanta. That's going to be September 2nd for a night of comedy games and the after party that we have going on for you. That's going to be at the Marietta's new theater in the square. All right, let's just jump right into it, everyone. And tonight's Bad Movie Roast is a movie that has left me baffled for years. I still don't know how I feel about this film.
Yeah.
Just confused. It's just too much in one movie, man.
Yes, it is.
Too much in one movie, and most of it's bad. But this is really, but seriously, I'm not lying. This is one of the more insane moments that I've had at a movie theater. You know, watching a movie.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, this is one of the most insane movies that I've had the experience of seeing in a movie theater.
Yeah, when you say it like that.
Yeah, but no, it was also outside of, you know, because I looked around at all the confused faces watching this, because most of the people in the theater are like, what is going on here?
It's a feeling of, okay, which movie are we in now?
Yeah. It was amazing to look around and see people not just emotionless, not knowing what to feel. not feeling any kind of way. What movie are we talking about? Well, we are talking about, when did this movie come out?
2003?
2003 is the year that we went and sat down and watched another crazy-ass Stephen King adaptation called...
the 20-year anniversary.
It's the 20-year anniversary that we sat down and watched another crazy-ass Stephen King adaptation, Dreamcatcher.
The idea of slaughtering Americans turns my stomach.
If you notice, they're not telling you anything about the movie.
Nope.
Because they don't know.
No.
They don't know what's going on.
It would take too long to explain what this movie is.
They just, they try to do this thing of, we saving the best surprises for the theater. No, they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how to sell this movie. So the movie's just reactions and action. And reactions. So we'll get into this movie. I ain't gonna tell you what it's about. We're not gonna go through no plot right now. We're just gonna try to decipher this plot and crack this code as we go along. But I will tell you this. What they're really selling this on with the trailer is this cast that they got here, because it's an impressive cast. In addition to Morgan Freeman, you got some people coming up, making a name for themselves. Jason Lee, Damian Lewis, Thomas Jane, Timothy Oliphant. You look at the cast and the people behind the film, the talent behind the film, and you're thinking, it's Stephen King.
Of course.
I mean, come on.
His name's all over.
His name's all over. That's why they ain't telling you anything about this, because it's got to be good. People.
And it's going to scare the hell out of you.
That's what Stephen King should have said. I'm going to confuse the hell out of you.
No, you got to do like this. I'm going to confuse the hell out of you.
So, I tell you who we really have to thank for this film. The dude that almost ran him over.
Right.
The dude that hit him and knocked him 10 miles down the road. There was a guy driving a van years ago, and Stephen King was walking down the road at night, and at the time, some people thought that this was like a Stephen King movie. They said, you know what? No one was in the van. but
Christine.
Yeah. But they actually found the guy. And if you want to know who the person who was really responsible for this goodness that we have here called Dreamcatcher, it's the dude that ran over Stephen King.
I heard a little thumping noise. I heard a thumping noise. And I said, I bet I hit a deer.
But it was no deer. Smith, a man with a checkered driving record, had just
They
slammed...
already let you know
Yeah. Checker driver.
Checker driving pass.
I mean, look at him, people.
Yeah.
Also, his bigger concern than watching the road was his dog sniffing around
Getting
the
up in
cooler.
that cooler.
Not like the dog could actually drink something in there, but he had those beers planned for him. He probably drank some of them before he got on the road.
Well, if he knocks the lid off that cooler, man, don't nobody want no hot Bud Light. You know? Come on, man. Gonna melt the ice and everything. Come on.
It just shows you what kind of judgment he's got, too, by the way.
I mean, look at the dude, man.
Yeah. He look like he should have been on the road anyway.
Look at this with this handlebar mustache and this crazy 80s haircut.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the 90s, I believe.
Right.
But you know that this is a man whose priorities is beer.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get nobody in the middle of the road.
And he probably had a six-pack before he got on the road.
Yeah.
But also, Corey, real quick, it's not a favorable story, and he's still willing to sit there for the interview.
Oh.
That's what gets.
That is exactly what I thought too. Like, I would not be interviewed for this story.
No, he let everybody know, I hit Stephen King.
Yeah, local.
Yeah.
He's trying to blame it on the dog. I was driving fine till the dog kept messing with the cooler. You understand, right?
It still bothers me today. Oh, deeply it bothers me.
Before the ambulance whisked him away, King spoke to Smith.
He told me I was walking a little bit too close to the road. That's all he said. He said he was sorry.
Stephen King like, bitch, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I ain't saying that shit.
Stephen King like, bitch, I said you hit me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've read some Stephen King talking about this afterwards. He has no love for this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Sit up here. He looked in my eyes and said, that's on me. And I'm sorry. Stephen King like, bitch, I didn't say any of that.
I'm
never gonna press charges ever.
Yeah.
Stephen King said, you hit me.
Yeah, Stephen King, he looked in my eyes and said, ah!
Stephen King looked at me and said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he said.
He said, that one's on me. I'm sorry I was in the way. No, hell no. And by the way, Stephen King needs to write a hard book about this man's hair.
Yeah.
As sad as this is, if it weren't for this man almost killing Stephen King, we wouldn't have the gift that we call Dreamcatcher today. Because when he hit Stephen King, that put Stephen King on Oxycontin for a long time.
Oh, shit.
And Stephen King has admitted, he's like, listen, for all y'all who bought the book Dreamcatcher, I'm sorry, I was up when I wrote that. He says, I don't even remember writing that book.
I feel like he says that about a few things a lot, man. I mean,
when he's completely high.
Right, Maximum Overdrive. I was coked up. There's another book he wrote when he was out.
Almost
coked
all
out
of
his
it
head.
he wrote in the 70s.
Yeah.
But he'll tell you straight up. He said, because they said, hey, man, somebody came in and said, man, Dreamcatcher was awesome. He's like, what the f***?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
I wrote what? Yeah, he doesn't remember writing this book. But of course, because it's Stephen King that wrote it, everybody options anything that he writes.
Sure.
If he stuck his finger in his ass, wrote some shit on the toilet paper, you know,
Somebody be that option.
Someone would write a screenplay and make a movie about it. So
Called Doodle on the Toilet.
Yep.
Part 1. We'll release it in 2 parts.
Yeah, people, this is that, so after he wrote this book, it was optioned before he even finished it. Even the moment that he says, high as hell, I think I'm gonna write a book, they said movie. Right then and there. So if you ever asked yourself, I wonder what it's like to write a book completely out of my mind. Watch this movie right here. Mm-hmm. This movie will show you exactly what it's like. Out of all the movies out of all the books that Stephen King has written, and has written under, under the influence, this was the one that shows the most. And by the way, all those other books that he wrote under the influence, that was his choice to be under the influence. This shit was forced on him because he was in pain.
Yeah, you're right.
So they gave, I will say this, and we're about to get into the review right now. After watching this movie, I can say this. They gave him the good shit.
I was thinking that too. It must have been good because that book is 650 pages long.
So here's the thing with this movie. One of the reasons why this movie, and I can tell you, look, again, bad is relative. Some people might love this movie, and I have no problem with that. But I will say that for Stephen King, I'm glad that he said that he was under the influence when he wrote this, because if he wasn't, it would just be a completely lazy ass book. Stephen King is ripping off himself. If you read a lot of Stephen King stories and you notice that he repeats a lot of themes in many of his novels, This movie is just a mashup of Stephen King tropes, man, but in the craziest way possible.
It almost feels like he didn't write it. There was just some intern who was told, you got to write the next Stephen King novel because he can't do it. And they just went through every book he wrote and took some of his, took some of this, and took some of this, and just stitched it all together.
If you gave Chat GPT cocaine and said, write a Stephen King book, this would be it, man. Because at the beginning of this movie, it feels way too similar to a lot of stuff he's written. But I will tell you this, as crazy as it is, the story introduces all these tropes in a way that pulls you in. You know, because I do remember watching this and hanging with it for a while, boy. A while. So let's get into trope number 1 right here. Psychic powers. You know, like everybody in this movie got that shine, the shining. You know, because you know the shine. Think about his books, man. These are common themes throughout a lot of his novels.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You have The Shining, Carrie, Dolores Claiborne. I mean, even like books that are not science fiction or horror. You know, sometimes characters give a hint that they might be psychic.
Firestarter.
Yeah, Firestarter. Well, I was saying, you know, that it is one of the biggest ones right there. But then this, by the way, is just kind of a crazy-ass science fiction movie that he's written. So in the beginning of this, we immediately, they don't waste any time telling you that characters got that shine. You got
that good shine.
Got that good shine. You got Thomas Jane, who's a therapist, and it starts out with a guy that that actually went to see him. Not to talk about what's going on with him mentally. He sat down and talked about, them good Carl Jr. hamburgers. There's a dude, he ain't talking about his mama, he ain't talking about his life, he ain't talking about growing up. He talking about, boy, Carl Jr. got this hamburger, man, that is $3.99.
You ain't never seen no shit like
man,
this.
it's one of the best franchise hamburgers you can get out there.
I went there yesterday and ordered 3. By golly, those suckers almost.
Okay, now at this point, Thomas Jane as a character named Henry, he's like, listen, goddamn, I agree. Carl Jr.'s make a great hamburger, man.
He ain't lying about that hamburger.
No,
yeah.
Shit, Henry said this, like, I love a Tasty Star just as much as anybody else. But goddamn it, look, that's when he realized, you know, he's psychic, so he sees through all the bullshit. Like, this guy has an eating disorder.
Right.
And so
you can describe the burger all you want to, goddamn it.
He's like, but I know what your big ass is doing. I know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with your big ass. I'm just gonna call you like, listen, you on the clock. Let's just cut the bullshit, all right? He says, you have an eating disorder, and I think it's because you feel responsible for killing your mother.
You do think you killed her, right? She said she was having chest pain.
I never told you any of that. How could you know this?
And I like the way my man, so he already got this man tripping and afraid and everything.
Right.
But he letting him know, yeah, boy, I got the power, man.
Yeah.
And the movie likes to show him like he's smooth about that power because he waits for a little bit and lets him know, I know what's up.
Doesn't matter.
Now, let me go ahead and tell.
That was a terrible zoom in, by the way.
Oh yeah, the direction.
That's awful.
The direction in this
sorry,
shit.
I hate to say that, my man Lawrence, but that was awful.
The direction in this, man, is all kind of awful.
That
man.
was some 80s shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it really is, man. It really is.
Ugh, I did not like that at all.
He's
sorry. That just bothered me.
He's like, you can stop the movie now.
He said, no, I don't like this.
Talk about a bad movie roast. Man, how?
And he freaked my man out too. He showed him he had them powers. But let me just say this: don't ever freak out a big man. That shit, I'll tell you, that'll tear your house up, man.
Oh no!
He tried to get up and run out that shit, tore up his couch.
Stop it! Don't look in there.
He's like, God damn, man.
Hey, look.
I just bumped that goddamn couch.
You didn't lay your big ass on it. Boy, he tore that shit up, didn't he?
He did like a bull in China something.
Stop it!
Damn.
Don't look in there.
He said, God damn it.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have. God damn it.
Let's get into trope number 2 that they have here. The childhood friends. The childhood friends who still get together as adults.
Yeah.
So Henry gets a call from a friend, and we meet his friend Jones, or Jonesy over here. And Jonesy is a college professor. And Jonesy got that shine, that psychic ability too. You got some people who read minds. Jonesy reads feats.
Feats? Was he Quentin Tarantino?
He reads it, but shit, might as well be. You know, he can look at his shoes at this man's shoes over here and tell exactly what was going on in his life.
Do you know what happens to scholarship students who are caught cheating on exams? You had the flu that day, didn't you, David? You didn't take the exam.
I mean, the way he's over there, I was like, that guy's tweaking. What is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Get any more of that, David? First off, and then we gonna get to what your problem is.
Yeah, that's why these shoes look like shit. Because I thought the whole thing was gonna look at his shoes and be like, oh, he's financially, unstable, and he's poor, or he's broke. But no, it turns out he just had the flu. But anyway,
how did he get that from his shoes?
I don't know. But he's psychic. He could tell that he could read about what happened in a person's life without even being there.
Oh, I just thought maybe the shoes were some indication.
No, he's psychic.
Okay, all right.
No, he just like the way Henry could read somebody just by, just being there, just being present. They can all look at a certain part of a person. Sure. Clothing, something about them, about their stories, and just kind of read between the lines and figure out what's happening with them.
That big dude tearing the house up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if he did, he would have kept talking about them hamburgers. My favorite, though, is Pete. Pete played by Timothy Oliphant. Now, the thing, so they all are like X-Men, like low-rent X-Men.
Right.
Yeah, because Pete has a power, too. Pete kind of got them a little bit beat because while the rest of them can, kind of figure out what's going on in a person's life without even being there, he can track shit. Like, he can hear a person's story, think about what they're saying, pick up a few clues here and there, and just go and retrace certain things that they did that day without having been there. But also, Pete is a used car salesman. So
I knew it.
So he gonna use that power to try to get some ass.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, which one do you use to get some ass?
Yeah,
I was like, nope, it's gotta be Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. Pete the creep.
Yeah.
One more question. If I find your keys, you let me buy you dinner. West Wharf, 6:30.
Sure.
Now, I would tell you this. He could pull it off. It might work if he wasn't so weird and creepy with it.
Yes.
Like he just starts doing weird shit. Like you gotta have that power better and be a little more smooth with it. But when you stop in the middle of the room and just start looking around and getting all, lost in space and shit. Even let me look at her. She's freaked out. Look at this.
You want a candy bar before the aspirin.
So you can't be making crazy eyes.
Yeah. Oh, look at it.
Well, the thing is, Pete can read wherever you've been and where stuff is, but he can't read body language. Right. The moment he put her in that position of like, well, if I find your keys, you got to give me some ass.
Yeah, right. Like, she's weird. Yeah, she's weird.
That's not what I agreed to.
But also, it sounds like you stalking this chick.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody gonna think you. They gonna turn around talking about, oh, it's just a thing I do. Everything got the crazy. Got the crazy eyes, the crazy fingers. Oh, it's just a thing I do. Oh, you were here earlier today. You bought a candy bar.
Yeah. What watching me?
No, you start looking around for cameras.
Yeah.
West Wharf, right? 6:30.
You got it.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be there.
She said that without her teeth parting.
Yeah.
You got it.
He
Now let go of the door.
he ain't gonna stalk my ass no more.
She'll never be. She might be moving that day. It's too much.
Just not smooth at all, man.
No.
Got the looks. Just got no game.
Well, he would keep them eyes inside of his head.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't popping out his head.
I mean, and just look desperate too, because as she's about to drive off, he's looking all through the window.
Yeah, past 4.
Now, don't forget.
And that's when it dawns on you.
And she sped out.
Yes, she did.
She just to let you know, just in case you didn't get the hits.
Let me just put the punctuation on it.
I mean, the man ain't helping himself at all. Don't be late now, right?
I'll be there waiting on you. I'll be looking sad if you don't show up.
And don't forget, right now. And you ain't gonna be there, are you?
And gonna get mad about it later on. Just in case y'all thought old P had a chance. No, he got mad about that shit later. He's sitting in the snow angry.
Don't get freaked out. Just some innocent fried clams at the West Wharf.
And you wonder why they never say yes.
I was sitting by himself.
And I wasn't even going to kill that one.
Yeah.
I liked her.
I wasn't even gonna fry her clam. Whoa, hey,
Because you know a chick gave, chick slipped up and gave her his phone number and had second thoughts later. He called her ass up.
Meet for the best fried clams in Maine. Just some innocent fried clams at the West Wharf.
You know he called up chicks doing this shit.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, right?
Standing outside her window on a payphone.
It's 6:30. I don't know where you are.
I mean,
with that look on his face.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
What the are you? Going to people's jobs and shit. That using that finger to track them down.
You know what? It's 6:30, right? You know, they close at 9:30. I'll just be here.
Yeah. But these guys get together every year for a hunting trip. And, they get together and do the guy thing. And this is where Jonesy, he starts to tell him, shit, y'all don't even know this about me, man. My powers go deeper than what y'all think. I got the power to go into my mind and organize everything like I'm in a library.
Jonesy, if that's really is your I burn him. I feel so bad all the time.
So all his jack-off memories, all his embarrassing memories where he messed up in sports, he just says, I just reshuffle them and put them in the backlog.
Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou.
Now, we could look at this metaphorically and say this is a really cool, just creative way of showing how he organizes his mind. Yeah. But nah.
Well, it's the mind palace thing that Sherlock Holmes would do. And they had that in Sherlock. But considering everything that's going on in this movie, they spend way too much time on this.
They really do.
And too much emphasis on it where it's it's not that important compared to everything else.
Well, it does play in later into the story, but just again in a crazy ass way. It's okay, what's the extent of these people's powers and what is inferred and what's not? I'll get to that in a minute, man.
The powers are what we need them to be when we need them to be that.
And they as they share memories, they get into more memories, memories of them as they were kids, man. And this is where we get into trope number 3.
Stan.
Here's the trope where we get into, first of all, the bullies.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to say, that's got to be the next one.
Bullies got to be in there.
Trope number King. 3, the bullies. And this is where we get flashbacks of them as kids. And really, Stephen King is ripping the off himself, man.
Oh, railroad track.
Why would Tina Jean Schlessinger's pussy be on the wall of track?
I mean, talking the same nasty shit.
I'm sorry, is that Corey Feldman over there too? I mean, with the glasses?
It might as well be.
Because he has the glasses and everything.
There's always one small scrappy one.
With glasses.
Yeah, there's always, one that's getting beat by his parents and shit.
Yeah.
At least they don't go that deep into it because they ain't got time. But it's just a little slice of Stand By Me. And it's like, damn, Steven.
What did the kids say there?
If you go... what's that?
He says something nasty.
Oh, they talking nasty about some girls' vagina and shit. That Stephen King does. They get together, they start talking about ass and shit. Things they don't know about.
Right? Yeah.
They
don't know about.
They don't even know what a vagina look like. They sitting up there talking about this shit. But
talking nasty.
Yeah. But as bullies go in a Stephen King movie, man, they are psychopaths. They're not your average playground bully, man, or high school bully. These out to kill,
murder.
They got a bunch of sociopaths. They just have no human connection.
No,
they just mean to be mean. They just being mean because they can.
What's wrong with you? Got it, snot face. I'm gonna make him eat this dog turd, and then he can go. You go now, unless you want half.
Now, I will say this: eating dog shit from a Stephen King bully. That's getting off easy.
That's real tame because no one's got a knife to his throat.
Ain't carving that name into his stomach.
Right. Carving names, not killing an animal right in front of him or his own animal.
Shit,
not threatening his life.
Hell, they're downright friendly, compared to the other Stephen King bullies.
The kids from Stand By Me in Italy, like, man, you better eat that shit. Literally, you better eat that dog shit.
They be dangling.
Look, just eat it so they don't kill you.
Yeah, give it to me. I'll do it. As long as he's not carving it in my stomach, I'll eat.
They would have a knife to his throat, or they would tie his ass to a train. A train track.
Yeah. Try to drown him.
Yeah. Eating shit is easy right here, man. Because usually Stephen King bullies out to anywhere from maim to murder.
Yeah.
People out there.
And this takes place in the same town as it.
Yeah,
Derry. Yeah, Derry.
Yeah.
Most of them take place in Derry, right?
So apparently all these kids are just carbon copies of each other.
Yeah, I know.
These bullies are, they're not, they're kind of subpar by your average bully.
By Stephen King.
Stephen King.
Right.
Not only are they soft,
some soft motherfuckers.
Wait a minute, you just making them eat dog shit? You didn't try to slice off a finger or something? Not only are they soft, but unlike other Stephen King bullies in other movies, no matter how crazy you think they are, at least they're good actors. This kid right here is terrible.
Let's go. Get you all later.
No emotion behind that at all.
No.
Or maybe he's the best Stephen King bully because he has no emotion. He feels nothing. Later. All right, so I'm gonna use the word, but don't get mad at me because it is a description for how Hollywood used to do things. So the kid, they're trying to say that he's mentally challenged, but really he's Hollywood retarded.
Yeah.
This is back when it was offensive. They just made a caricature. Like the more outlandish you were as being a mentally challenged person, then that was the better. Because it got across to the audience better.
Simple Jack.
Ooby Ooby Doo, where are you? We are some earth. Who do now?
Oh, come on now. He's like, what? Like, come on, man.
He's doing that, and they're like, he's adorable, isn't he? Yeah. And you'd be like, yikes.
Yeah. What are we gonna do here?
Or come on, kid, stop bullshit. I know you know the real song.
Like, so who want to take this one? That's what he's looking like. He's like, listen, this ain't me.
He's like, this kid is laying it on thick. He dropped the act, man. The bully's gone.
But yeah, those bullies gonna come back. You know that, right?
He's like, yeah.
I ain't gonna be here.
You're like, yeah, y'all got this one. No, not me.
I ain't eating dog shit today.
Oh shit. So Jonesy and Beaver, all these dudes start splitting off in pairs. And we're left with Jonesy and Beaver at the cabin. And they find a man wandering in the woods in the snow. And it's a man that when they find him, he's got one of the most extreme cases of gas that they've seen.
Bitch in a buzzsaw.
He's like, I don't know what I can say here. I'm trying to be nice.
I never think of Jason Lee as a good actor, but he's good in these scenes.
Oh, he's great in these scenes.
His expressions just say so much.
Somebody must have told him that wasn't fake. He probably thought the dude was really farting. And you know what gets me with this guy?
Get your ass out of
here. He's looking like, God damn.
He's like, all right, man, a couple times is cool, but you pushing it now.
I'm trying to be polite.
I'm trying to be nice. And this poor man, this poor man, I felt for him. This poor man trying to keep his dignity.
Oh my God, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Rick, buddy, don't worry about it. There's more room out than in it.
Man, he on the verge of tears, man.
He's like, oh, here comes another one.
Oh, it is, man. He can't stop. He can't stop, man. They find this guy wandering in the woods with gas. You got Henry and Pete. This man over here farting his ass off. You got Henry and Pete out there driving. They also run into a strange situation with this woman just in the middle of the road. Causes them to have a car wreck, actually.
Watch it! What the hell?
Damn. By the way, it's a car wreck that is so horrible that they find it hilarious. Okay. What? Shit, no, they've been smoking that weed.
Yeah, I guess so.
But,
well, it's a big thing with the four guys when they get together.
Yeah.
It's only because these are good actors that it even registers at all.
Yeah.
But they're trying to force this camaraderie between them, and they got all their inside jokes. And you sitting there, you're like, I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I don't even know what the fuck y'all laughing about crashing the car.
Yeah.
Like, what were y'all joking about that was so funny before you ran off the road?
And man, in movies, nobody can ever just swerve and correct.
Right.
They always flip the car.
Oh, yeah. This woman that they find, she also got a case of the farts.
Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Like, you nasty motherfucker. You nasty bitch.
He's like, how come we never see this kind of shit coming? With our shining shit.
And this, listen, this movie's all over the place. This movie's completely just, and you think you're gonna put this all together at some point, will we? I don't know, let's find out. But still, with this movie being all over the place, with Stephen King ripping himself off left, right, up, and down, in diagonal.
Sure is, boy is he ever.
I'm still in. I'm still in because there's still enough mystery to keep me wondering. I'm watching this again. I forgot a lot of this film right here.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, and they're still doing a lot of stuff where I'm wondering what is going on. Like animals just start mysteriously leaving the forest. All animals that should be killing each other, all in harmony, leaving, and they're all covered in weird stuff.
Fuck me, Freddy. Look, what's all that red stuff on their fur?
Just like McCarthy's cheek.
I never saw anything like this before.
So what's the deal with the animals leaving, where they're running from? What's the mysterious red marks that's on everything? You know, there's enough here to make you wonder how all this connects. Where does all this go? I will tell you this, it goes insane. This is where the movie starts to lose its damn mind, man. So the guy that you have farting, the farting turns just, at this point, just turns into deadly shitting.
Rick, ready? Oh man, that's enough, fellas. Snap out of it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Ew.
So, and here's the thing. So this man in here taking these bloody shits, but whatever came out of his ass, it's a killer turd, something. And if it's a killer turd, it's a turd that wants to kill everybody in the room. And this scene right here, boy, these damn toothpicks. I know. This is one of the dumbest scenes in the movie.
That's that kind of writing where you need to have something happen so you make your character a moron.
Yeah. So they had this device with the toothpick with Jason Lee, man, the character of Beaver. They don't explain this shit. It's just what's the deal with him? He just loves toothpicks so much because I don't know if it's a thing that helps calm his nerves. I don't know if he's got a mental condition, but they don't explain it. All we know is these toothpicks mean so much to him that he's willing to risk his life for them, even though there's some killer turd in the toilet that's trying to murder these people. And
you said you don't at all feel sorry for him because you like, dude, you had one job.
No, you had to sit on the toilet
and wait for your friend to come back.
Sit.
Do
nothing. Put your weight down on the lid. That's all you had to
do. Over some toothpicks.
Over toothpicks. Now, if you explain that he has some social disorder, a mental disorder, we have to have the toothpicks. But no, what we see is a ass. A dude who just can't sit his ass down for 2 minutes to save his life. You know how people say, man, can you just sit down for a minute? You can't sit to save your life, can you? He can't do it.
Nope. Or put his knees on it and release down together. No.
Mark, you were right. He's written like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Just to create suspense.
Yeah, and I hate when they do that because then you're like, oh, well, I would have cared, but no.
Well, you can't empathize with that because when they try to just create, like you said, suspense or drama, when they have a character do something that nobody would ever do in that situation.
Exactly.
Nobody would do that.
So no one would do this.
I wouldn't do that. Nobody else I know would, so I don't care about you. I don't feel sorry for you.
It's ridiculous, man.
If it was something you would actually do, like, oh my God, my friend, I got to reach over and get him.
Yeah.
That's different. But toothpick, no, you deserve what you get.
Well, I'll tell you what. Turns out that it turns out it was a turd with teeth. No, it was
Bite his dick.
No, it was something that the movie has called a shit weasel. It's a parasite that's in the intestine. It grows up in there, and so it's like you have the chest bursters from Alien, except these are ass bursters.
Hey, you about right?
And I tell you, that's, as an ass burster, Jason Lee, it tore that ass up. Yep. I hope that toothpick was worth it, man, because the moment it came out, first it took his hand. So fast, I got your fingers. It's so fast, he couldn't even feel it. He's like, damn, my fingers gone?
That's crazy.
He took that weasel took those fingers so fast, it don't even have time to squirt blood.
Right.
Like he cauterized the shit as soon as he took it.
He took it so fast, it doesn't even look like he actually took his fingers. I'm sorry, that's bad. That special effects is not good.
And then after he went after the fingers, went for the face. And it's funny when you look at this. If you see the movie, when they bust out, the first thing these shit weasels do, they go for the dick.
never drink again.
Oh, I don't know. You might want to move.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing for him to, a terrible line for him to have him say right before that.
And I'll tell you something else.
Instead of moving.
Right. But you know what though? We saw him at the beginning. He ain't gonna be using that. I mean, he ain't gonna be using that dick.
Hell no.
I mean,
yeah, we just like you ain't doing that.
You ain't nothing to do with it, man. He ain't using his dick. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this first because you clearly don't know what to do with it.
That's the first thing he stuck his dick in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord, I will never drink again.
Let me help you with that.
Yeah. I saw your ass at the beginning.
And the shit weasels, they're just the beginning.
Oh no.
That's just the start. That's just the beginning, because it turns out that they're here because of something else. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
You have to look like you can't believe what you're seeing. No more.
People, they're here because of aliens. Because why not? And by the way,
the worst looking aliens I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that alien said, "Them weasels go for the dick. I'm about to get up in that ass right now."
Yeah.
You know what's up, right?
Yeah, you know what this is.
You know what this is. He's like,
new fish.
He's like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey, first night of lockdown.
You know that he's just that ass now.
Yeah. You know what this is, right? Don't be playing.
You know what's up.
Don't be playing hard to get.
Turn around.
Yeah, go ahead and make it easy on yourself.
Shit.
The choice is yours. And that chump, yeah.
Shit, I didn't pull this weasel out for air. Come on.
Yeah, I know it's pretty though. You know what this is.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Caught you alone in the shower, boy. Come on now.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. And so here, Sammy, it's stupid. Sammy, hey, look. You don't know stupid, man. You ain't seen stupid yet.
I ain't seen shit. Let's go back.
Yeah, are we at the half point yet?
Yeah, well, just no. We're just about there. We ain't really at the half point yet, but we're just about there. But Sammy, you don't know stupid.
I'm done.
I'm about
all the things you said. I'm done with this.
Sammy, we ain't just getting started, baby.
We've only just begun.
You ain't going nowhere, goddamn it. I gotta be here. You gotta be.
We just getting started here.
I got my cracklings. I'm out.
Because listen, that alien shows up, looks my man Jonesy in the face, and explodes into alien cocaine.
What?
What the? Oh yeah, get it in. Yeah. Get it all in.
Start wiping your teeth.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you go brought the good shit. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know it was like that.
It is getting to him.
Yeah,
too.
sure. He's kicking in already. Isn't
Oh yeah, that good shit. So he snips that, and that alien can't get all up in that body. He's possessed. Now he's possessed Jonesy right here. So, by the way, this is where the movie just goes completely south.
I remember in the theater, and I'm trying to hang with it, and this was the moment when I went, "What the?"
Yes. Hey, people, when that alien blew up, he took this movie with him. That's when this shit went totally. That's when this movie went south. I mean, this is where the movie officially goes to shit, because my man possesses Jonesy over here. And since he possessed Jonesy, I thought he's gonna be silly me. I thought he's gonna be one of them serious aliens. I thought he was gonna be bitty, bitty, bitty. I must complete my mission, bitty, bitty, bitty. No, man. So no, man. Turns out, first of all, I thought, stupid me. I thought he was gonna be serious. No. Shit. He's like, I'm on that cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
That just kicked in.
He like, shit, I'm in a party.
Yeah, that's right.
And
who else down?
Cocaine,
he's
ecstasy.
Hell yeah, cocaine, ecstasy. He had a cocktail. and for some reason, y'all, my man.
Roll
What was that, Mr. Jones? What did we just pass on the road there?
He's British.
So my head spun.
What?
Like the alien takes over him, and he's got a British accent.
And his name, he has a name, Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Hello, people, I'm Mr. Gray.
It's almost like Damian Lewis is like, look, if y'all ain't gonna pay me no more, I'm going back to my normal accent. Is he the English in real life?
He is.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And so is Mr. Gray.
He said he was imitating Malcolm McDowell, but I don't think so.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm ready to cause some mayhem now. Oh my man, he ain't done. He gets to talk to Jonesy. So Jonesy talks like he does, while Mr. Gray has the British accent.
Are you speaking to me? Yes, I am, Mr. Jones. Or is it Jonesy? Why are you letting me live?
I was gonna be, why are you talking like that?
yeah. First off, why you talking like that?
Yeah, why you have a British accent? Why you doing that? That's how fake.
Like,
this dude, by the way, Damian Lewis is British.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know, you'd be like, man, that's fake as.
Right?
Exactly.
That's that British accent is so bad.
Yeah, because his actual accent doesn't sound anything like that.
That British accent is so bad that the alien actually approaches somebody and says, "Hello, governor."
Yes.
Oh, God.
My man actually drops a governor.
Governor.
What's up, fella? Thank God you came by, Governor.
He's like, wait, are you from the 1800s?
So
a chimney sweep?
I said, what's next? You gonna pull out a top hat and a monocle?
Oh, that was all right.
Oh, you gonna start sweeping chimneys and shit?
You know what? A top hat and monocle would have made some sense.
So who's gonna stop this British alien invasion that we got going on? Well, none other than your man, Morgan Freeman. Now, you look at Morgan Freeman right here. When they first introduce him, you think, okay, he's gonna be a badass. I remember that bitch. Yeah. I'll be back. So he seemed like a badass. They gave him the finger. He looks at them like, I'll remember this. I'll be back. But then he takes that helmet off and the camera gets in close.
They say the fungus doesn't take hold in all the victims. Some of them just get over it.
Really?
What the kind of cartoon shit is this?
Oh my God.
That high top fade and
those eyebrows.
Those afro eyebrows he got.
Afro puff eyebrows.
Afro brows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that haircut. Did one of Captain Planet's villains have a haircut like that?
Yeah, I think he did.
Like they know the look is crazy, so they have him play into it. So there's moments where he just gives crazy looks.
Those great bastards and that weasels would have had you for lunch back in Armpit, Kentucky.
Hey, some of them get better. Half of them at least will be over in a few days.
Which ones, Mother Teresa?
Shit.
Yeah.
Back your ass up, man. All right. He brushed him with the eyebrows. We turned around. Yeah. I mean, the looks get crazy in this.
We don't get all gooey about the little picture when our job is taking care of the big one.
Look at it. I'm gonna tell you too. He looks like my daddy when he used to get mad at me. Yeah. There are moments in here where my dad, you don't see it right here. When my dad got mad, he get buck-eyed like that.
Oh yeah, that's the whole black man anyway.
Oh, hell
they
yeah.
get bug-eyed when they get mad. They go, oh,
shit, my mom and dad used to get an argument.
Oh yeah.
My dad looked at my mom one time with those eyes and said, "Don't Irma." The hair is silly, the eyebrows are silly. And it doesn't help when they give him silly ass dialogue to say. He has this line. He says, you know, when people cross me, they cross the Curtis line. I guess because he's called Colonel Curtis or whatever.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He don't mind dropping that even when somebody crosses him, as silly as it may sound.
Okay, Owen. Okay. You just drove over the Curtis line.
Curtis line.
Don't
The line.
means.
And you know they driving away like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Now they can call me Batman.
Can somebody Google that?
Yeah. The Curtis line. Man, people never knew who I was, man. Shut your ass up.
You know, at least he's selling them unlike everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody said he looks like an X-Man.
He does.
He does.
He really does look like somebody Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the eyebrows and the hair.
And you could tell the hair. You could tell that shit is taped on and glued on. Look, this is Tyler Perry inspiration right here.
It is.
This is a movie Tyler Perry looked at and said, I can do this. There's an alien invasion that's happening. And apparently these aliens, boy, they no matter how many times they get their asses whooped, they keep trying. Mm-hmm. So many times that Morgan Freeman, he's been fighting them for 25 years. And these aliens are like, well, you know, try again.
Right.
Hey, this He got to trip up sometime.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I think the whole thing is they playing the long con because they slowly driving him crazy. He's been fighting them so long. Like, and seriously, in the movie, he's going insane. So the aliens are coming down and invading, and he's a guy. He's like the Malcolm X of alien invasion fighters by any means necessary.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure that whatever the aliens are doing and he's defeating them, they've been stealthy about it. So when he tries to tell everybody else, man, I stopped these aliens over here, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about.
They're like, yeah, you look crazy, man. That's all we know.
Yeah. You don't know? No, I'm telling you.
We're supposed to listen to a guy that looks like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Over the Curtis line.
Yeah.
Okay, can somebody get him, please?
Yeah. Shit, you. Only alien I see right now is you. He's been fighting these aliens for 25 years. But he's so villainous that I thought the aliens were good. Because, I felt bad when he started attacking them. Because they go down and they seem defenseless. Just blowing them up. Yeah, tore their asses up. And the thing that makes them seem so helpless is because, they seem sympathetic. They're actually crying out for help. They're pleading, please don't hurt me. And they're doing this telepathically with the guys that are about to attack.
Don't hurt us.
Please don't hurt us.
Fire at will!
Oh, I just saw y'all fly at people's assholes and shit like that, rip people's faces off.
But when you watch the movie, I was like, because of Morgan Freeman's character, I was like, okay, he's obviously lying, covering up things. So maybe these aliens really are here to help us out. Maybe they're doing something good and he just doesn't like them. He's xenophobic, literally.
Sure.
But then later, there's a scene right here that shows, they're some assholes, man. They really are bad.
Come on, Pete, let's talk.
Bite my bag, motherfucker.
What did he say?
He said, bite my bag.
I guess that's a
and he stopped that snowmobile quick.
Come on, Pete, let's talk.
Bite my bag, motherfucker.
He stopped that shit like Denzel. I thought he was gonna pull out a gun and say, we got a problem.
Yeah. You gonna smoke this.
All right, Pete. I'll bite.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
That's an expression, man.
Wait a goddamn minute, man. You need to learn more about human culture.
Hey, he had a moment where he looked like, I'm sorry. Look at he like, oh shit, I should have said this shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
My mouth is always getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
I done gone over. Don't
try that shit now. I'll show you this trick right here. No. And at this point, Mr. Gray said, yo, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this. I gotta get rid of all y'all. And this is what I was talking about with Jonesy's mind, because at first I thought we were just having a creative representation of Jonesy's mind. Mr. Gray jumped off that bike and he started chasing Jonesy in his own head.
Oh,
he's like, I'm tired of all you sons of bitches.
Oh, man.
You want to talk some shit too? Come here.
Man,
I ain't told Pete to say nothing, man. Shit.
He's always a hothead.
Yeah. I told you that.
Because he did that shit too because when Jonesy saw Pete get killed, he's like, no, what are you doing, you son of a bitch? And he's like, all right, you want some too?
Yeah, some of the smoke?
Yeah, bring your ass in. Oh no, I'm sorry.
You want some of the
smoke too? Shit, you can get some of this too. You better run your ass in that room and shut the
I told you about running your goddamn mouth. You better take the books on down there.
Yeah. You better run in there and lock that shit up. Leave me the hell alone.
Let me go about my goddamn business.
I'm tired of trying to mess with all y'all.
Man, Mr. Gray is sensitive.
He really
once you call him a name, he drops all pretense.
Yeah.
Don't call me out of my name, goddammit.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Never just keep my name out your mouth all together.
I ain't no motherfucker. I ain't no son of a bitch.
Got your motherfucker.
Somebody said, come back here, governor. Yeah, shit. You better not let that damn accent fool your ass. You better have tea and crumpets with this.
Yeah, exactly.
He asked you to.
Yeah, he said you want to talk, you better talk.
Yeah. This is crazy, right?
It's a long movie.
No, this is you explaining it.
It's insane. Yeah, it is. Yeah. We almost, believe it or not, we almost wound it up. So
it's just the great kill ape shit.
Yeah,
you gotta wind it up. You killed her.
He went from hey Jonesy to who the talking to?
Yeah.
Come here, bitch.
Anybody else got something to say?
You run from me. And as bad as he is, you kind of need Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he's insane, but you know what I'm saying? Like this man's been fighting these aliens for 25 years. And if he says some shit is going down, I got to kill Americans, you might want to listen to him. You know, you got to, what is that, sacrifice a few for the many and all that kind of shit. But then he gets taken out by Tom Sizemore, who, you know, got to be a hero. And he uses, you know, ironically, he uses John Wayne's gun. Tell you that gun was racist.
Oh.
Tell you, when I saw this the first time, I had the Mandela effect going on. It's kind of what it is, but Morgan Freeman went out like a G, man, because I remember when I first saw it, I thought he was like, shit, God damn it. But he was like, shit, you son of a bitch. Like he went out hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
that explosion almost off camera.
Yeah, that was terrible, dude.
Helicopter goes off this way and there's an explosion.
I know. It's almost like they forgot. It's like they said, hey man, you supposed to blow it up. I did on time.
Behind the tree line.
Yeah.
I like how even Tom Sizemore was looking like, that was not supposed to work.
No.
That was some Tropic Thunder shit right there. And he brought it down with a handgun.
With a handgun.
Is that
he brought down a helicopter with a handgun, but you know, it's John Wayne's handgun. Editing is bad.
Yeah, it was awful, dude.
Shaky cam all in there, and we got weird shots of Morgan Freeman's eyes.
That was awful, dude. It was like somebody was on there. It's over there. Oh shit, my bad.
That was awful. Yeah, nowhere near the ground.
Like he forgot to have the camera trained on the explosion, or the explosion was so faint. He was like, all right, hold on, now do it.
With the colonel out the way now, and
that was quick,
and no one suspecting the alien and Jonesy because Mr. Graves done killed off. The aliens have been killed off because they blew themselves up. That's why they lose all the time, because there's a point where the aliens just say. They just self-destruct. they just blow themselves up.
Yeah.
So with no aliens around, with Mr. Gray being the only one that's left, and he's pretty much taking care of any witnesses, who's going to stop Mr. Gray at this point? Because Mr. Gray, he got a plan, you know. And by the way, he stole this plan from the Joker.
Oh no!
It's some Batman Joker shit. He's going to go poison the town's water supply. He's going to do that with putting another shit weasel in there with a dog that he got impregnated. Oh, fake ass dog. That's a stuffed dog. Yeah,
that's Chester.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your dog look like a mink coat on him. So to save the world against the British aliens, we need the help of a character that y'all probably forgot about. Now you thought you were tired. You think you tired now?
Oh yeah,
shit.
very much.
Yeah, we about to enter a whole other level of crazy right here. We need the help from Duddits. Y'all remember little Duddits, the boy that was lisping before?
Jesus Christ, man!
And yeah,
no, I don't remember.
Duddits is back, and Duddits is full grown now. He's played by Donnie Wahlberg,
of course he is.
To quote Tropic Thunder, I'm quoting Tropic Thunder, and they are correct, has gone full retard.
No. Henny.
No! It's like, come on, man.
They ain't got to do it like that. At least he shaved his head the whole way.
Did him just like that.
He's got cancer.
It's like, but he's got cancer, but even little Dutch didn't have his mouth all crooked and everything and walking like this. I mean, come on, man.
You have cancer.
Yeah, for real. Why?
He's already mentally challenged.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Why?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Like that. You ain't got to do him like that.
Because they need you to feel some kind of way for him. And by the way, early in the movie, they gave him some Scooby-Doo shit. So they don't mind putting this up all over the place because, you know, Scooby-Doo is a Warner Brothers property. Movies put out by Warner Brothers, so they advertise that shit all over his room.
Yeah, just when you think, there's not much product placement. Oh, there's plenty of
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Yeah, here, right here.
All over this goddamn movie.
Should have lunchbox 30 times.
I'm gonna let you.
I'm surprised they don't have Scooby snacks in every
Right, exactly. No, seriously. I was like, you got some Scooby snacks over there.
Yeah, got the
goddamn dog food.
Lunchbox right here.
Yeah. But you know what though, he's the kind of, if you don't bring him something that Scooby-Doo on, he probably throws him just like there in the room. Hey, that's their way, that's who they were.
And movies are already stupid, but here's where they like, okay, it's been dumb. It's been crazy, but now here's where it's just like, the movie has even almost admitted, okay, this is stupid. This don't make no sense. Now, during the third act, or the climax, rather, we can actually say we don't. Because none of this, I mean, they really start pulling things out their ass that don't make no sense. I don't care how you try to look at it, justify it. It's bad. So not only does Duddits, the mentally challenged character, not only does he know Mr. Gray's plan. Now, how does he know that? Because he's been at home having cancer this whole time.
One worm kills the world.
So we don't know how he knows this yet. Also, it's been revealed that these powers that these guys have, it was Duddits that gave it to him. He gave them Duddit power. Oh, he drugged these. And by the way, these are not just psychic powers, as you saw with Pete early on. He's giving them X-Man superpowers. Duddit's gonna follow them.
Yeah. He roots first. Yeah. You gonna start. Oh, it's you, pretty boy. Yeah, you
yeah. I like you dosed him extra.
Yeah, suddenly Duddit stands straight up.
He's like Mr. Gray. Which one first? Don't you mind if I do? Yeah, Duddit is British too. Oh, are we ready for a party, fellas?
He's not even really challenged. He's like this. He's like, yeah.
So you start controlling the elements and everything. So it's again, they don't really explain anything. It's just he just gave them powers one day because he liked them.
Right. They're junior superheroes and detectives.
They speaking of Scooby-Doo, they go on Scooby-Doo's mystery solving adventures. They start finding missing people and little girls. What the f is going on?
Josie, hang in there!
She's like, what? How y'all know I'm doing that?
But she's been in a long time. You're like, hey, help me.
Yeah.
Well, the way she was young, I thought it was gonna come out of there. Like I got you. It is there.
Yeah.
So how is all this coming from Duddits over here? How does he know Mr. Gray's plan? How's he giving people superpowers? Well, when he jumps into action.
We doing? We have some work to do now.
Oh my God. He sounds like somebody punched Mark Wahlberg in the mouth.
Scooby Dooby Doom. Got some work to do now. It's like, this is embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing. This is offensive. It's like, come on, man.
I can't even laugh at it.
The whole time, the guys, they always talk about the legend of Duddits, and Duddits was so great. He was a perfect person. Yeah. And then when you see Duddits, you're like, oh, not really.
Not really, yeah. But the whole thing is, so when he jumps into action, what to do now? The twist is, he's an alien too. Nothing was mentioned about this. Nothing even hinted at him being an alien. There was a little something where I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. You take it easy, Billy. Goodbye.
I'll be back for my shit next week. I ain't
we'll take care of it for you, man. I don't blame you.
What the f?
Duddits was an alien. By the way, that is so stupid. That wasn't even in the book.
Well, I read they shot an ending where he didn't turn into an alien.
And that was, they didn't want that?
No.
Oh my God.
What did he do when he didn't turn into an alien?
He just beat the whatever.
Actually, I can see why, because he just beat them with Duddit's power. Okay. Yeah, he had psychic powers too, and they just.
He's doing cancer treatment. Don't they check his blood?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be alien blood?
That would make sense.
Who are his parents?
That would make sense.
Or why was he dying of cancer when he can just spring forward and defeat Mr. Gray like it's nothing?
Exactly, because he has to still be alive to defeat him. And like, why wasn't there some urgency? Like, before I die, I had to fight Mr. Green. I don't know why they ain't doing any of this shit. By the way, they just want to be done with this shit. They just want to be out. They're finished. Even the movie's done with itself, because once Alien Duddits comes up, he just traps he traps Mr. Gray in a cocoon, and they just blow themselves up.
Yeah, I know. And after what happened to him before, he's still gonna stand there for the big spray of red cocaine.
I know. Well, at this point, nothing makes sense, and nobody's making good decisions. It's funny because they showed that people clearly die when the weasels leave their body, but they wanted to they couldn't show you the dog bleeding out and about to die. In fact, the dog is still kind of breathing a little bit when the dog leaves his ass. Yeah. He's like, you. Yeah, man. I'll show you the part. I'll tell you what, these weasels don't go down easy, man. They go out fighting. Yeah. Before he's done with them, that shit weasel shit out one last egg. Bloop. It's dead. You even see that. You even see it push a little bit. Got something for your ass.
I'm on my way out. Think of you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Movie's insane. Insane, as you can see. Really, that's why I said this is one of the craziest experiences I've had in the theater watching the movie, because this movie is just, there was not once where I could ever connect this movie to anything. Even at the end, I was like, none of that made sense.
No, but it's fun to go back through this with somebody who's never seen it.
Yes.
Get their reaction.
Oh, yeah.